Okay, man. I'm gonna back this out a little bit, but so this is the Boosie and Mike Tyson interview. It's pretty long. It's 45 minutes. I'm just gonna give a breakdown of it. Uh, Man, it was a long interview. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna just jump straight into it, man. It's a lot of shit that I gotta point out on this video. Uh, with Mike Tyson and Bootsy. But here's the thing: I watched some other Mike Tyson videos. I watched like three of them. They're pretty long. So yeah, the thing with Mike Tyson in these podcasts is, they're smoking, and to me sometimes it just goes on to a rant. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if there's a point in all of it, but sometimes he just goes on rants. I don't know if that's because he's high or what, but just some interviews I've seen, he's been on long rants, and it's just like the one with Snoop Dogg was pretty cool. But then I watched the one with Waka Flocka, and Waka Flocka himself, he was confused. Waka Flocka's interview was like 155 minutes, so damn near 2 hours. But it came to some points where even Waka Flocka was confused. And even with this video, it's just some points where Bootsy himself is confused. You know what I'm saying? He's just like, what the fuck is Mike talking about? So even I'm sitting up there, I'm like, what the fuck is Mike talking about? But like, it was like 5 minutes of just ranting, and then like he'll get to like a point, I guess. So I don't know if he was trying to set it up or what, but Mike Tyson himself, he said, sometimes I don't know, just like this weird philosophy with him, I guess, where he's like, oh, I don't know what I'm really talking about. I'm just talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Just regular barbershop talk, or just sitting back, smoking talk or whatever, drunk talk or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if you smoke or drink, you would know the kind of talks that I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? But if you're always sober, you probably wouldn't know the talks that I'm talking about. But that's how Mike Tyson, that's how his podcast is run. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's smoking and everybody's just talking. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna get into the video, just a breakdown of it, from a psychological standpoint, and we're gonna get this shit rolling.
I'm 37. I ain't young. Like you, I watch everything.
He said he's 37. He's 37 with a beautiful fucking.
Hey,
Your baby, nigga. You don't know nothing about life. Sit down, Boosie, sit down, bro.
I'm telling you,
This is Evan.
I don't know this shit. It's like a bucket list for me.
Sit
I
down.
had to punch out everything.
All right, so that first part, I don't know if you've seen it, but from a psychological standpoint, Mike is older. Bootsy said he's 37, and Mike Tyson, he just came out. He was like, Bootsy, you're a baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, you still haven't grasped a life yet. Sit down. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Bootsy from a psychological standpoint. I don't know his mentality. I really don't. But Mike Tyson just basically, he just sunned that nigga for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, in some situations, you know what I'm saying? You just got sunned, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, Bootsy, you still a baby, brother. Sit down. You know what I'm saying? Talk to me. He just sunned the shit out that nigga. That's just from my standpoint. But I don't know if Bootsy caught on to it. The funny thing about this is, I think MO3, he was uncomfortable during the whole situation. He was just quiet.
Everybody.
You know what I'm saying? He had his head down at some points. You know what I'm saying? He just like, what the fuck is going on? So he really didn't even know.
We got Bootsy in the house, dog.
This is interesting.
And Mo3.
Interesting person.
Welcome to the Hotbox.
So MO3, he was uncomfortable than a motherfucker during the whole situation.
Didn't you just come home or something?
Yeah, I came home at like 15, 14. I've been just taking off ever since. I just been making music, doing. I got my liquor, I got my clothes, and I got.
Pull out a little bit.
I'm just grinding, man. I'm just
Check this
grinding.
Sorry, big TV problems. Big TV problems.
What happened? What happened to you to make you the way you are?
Can I raise this up?
Back
No, I can't raise it up.
Yeah.
But there's something about the slums. Like it's something. No, about. Let's talk about me.
Yeah.
I really want to know what's that on Boosie's lip right there, but I'm mind my
You
business.
know what blew my mind when somebody, I had a hat, my mother bought me a hat in the 70s, the Robin Hood hat was a really fly hat to have. I must have been 9 or something, but for some reason I had an innate, I like style, I like clothes, it's out of the blue. I like clothes, man. Somebody punched me in my face. He became my good friend too eventually, but he punched me in my face and took my hat, and that blew my mind. That blew my mind, and ever since then, I didn't understand word. The people would pick on me, take my money. I became not a nice person. I hurt people and it's just really bad stuff. But what happened? How did you? That's who I am now. I'm an insecure kid. I'm really scared all the time. But everybody thinks I'm fucking fearless.
What changed me?
Yeah.
What
happened to you? Yeah. Why did you
into a
have?
hustler?
No, it's not.
No.
Like the way you are now. That has nothing to do with hustle. It's the way you are now caused you to hustle. It's the way you think. The way you think about yourself in the world.
See, Boosie's like highly confused. Boosie's like, what the fuck are you talking about? He came on, he said, Boosie, who are you? Boosie is like, what the fuck you mean, who am I? Like, motherfucker, you don't know? Like, nigga, you called me on this show or whatever, however the show was set up, nigga, what are you talking about? Boosie is highly confused about this situation. It doesn't. That is the face of confusion. Mo is just like, well, he talking to this nigga, so I don't know what the fuck going on. Boosie's like, I don't know what the fuck going on either, my nigga. Like, these niggas really don't know what's going on.
I just think about always going further in the world. You know.
What's that? What's going further?
Farther is just expanding. It's just making a better way for my kids. You know, I got a lot of hustle in me. I got a lot of hustle in me from always wanting when I was a kid. I always wanted when I was a kid. And
why did you want?
Because nobody in my family really had. So I always wanted to look like Calvin, the drug dealers and shit. And now I just got a hunger for one more. That's just a part of me. I always want more. Like I don't never settle for shit. I felt, you know, and then I came home from prison with nothing. And I came home with nothing, so I've been home 5 years, and I'm just refreshed. You know, and I feel like prison made me a better man. It made me smarter. It made me a businessman. Yeah, good pack.
So what do you listen? Oh, this is what I wanted to. How do you feel about other people's feelings? You know, you offend a lot of people. Talk about fucking gang motherfuckers, homos, and
No. A lot of times I need to shut the fuck up. It's just.
Why don't you?
I don't know, man. It be hard. Like.
Damn, he said. I mean, Bootsy said it, but like Mike Tyson was like, "Why don't you? Why don't you shut the fuck up?" Like, I don't know. I wouldn't take big offense to that, but it just rubbed me the wrong way if a nigga said that to me. Like, I was just like, nigga, what? I don't know.
You know, it be hard. My mama got on my ass yesterday, telling me I need to shut the fuck up. But when it be on my heart, I won't. You know, I got.
Hold on, I gotta see when this was dated because what they're talking about was a long ass time ago. So I gotta see when this was dated. This was October 23rd. So this is about a couple days ago. So I mean, they're bringing up old shit that Boosie said, but I mean, he said that shit like months ago. But the fact that they're still bringing it up is, you know, I guess. But
Say something.
You know, sometimes if it's nice, I'm sure your mother said this is what everybody says. I told you black, but if you have something nice to say, don't say it at all.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you know. You know, sometimes it's hard to say to yourself, you know, I don't like myself. But I don't know how to change. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't like myself for a long time because I did a lot of shit.
oh, let me turn this up. Might be low as hell.
I'm an abused kid that abused people. Till this day, I haven't abused anybody, probably myself, but I'm still a predator. And you can't stop if you're that person. I didn't go all that way. All of us are, a survival mechanism makes us all predators. Make sure we stay out of everybody's way, the right people's way. Else be friendly with the right person so we can have power. anything without, that's just human nature. That happens without us even thinking. We do that without even thinking. So that's what I want. I always wanted to die. I always wanted to kill myself, but I couldn't kill myself. So now I got to deal with who I am. So I got to change myself. I got to find out who I am. I got to look into myself and find out who I am, and find out why do I say these things about certain people. Why do you say things about a person that might be a homosexual? Why do you say that about them? Do you feel there's a possibility that you're a homosexual and you by disrespect them, you further yourself from being a homosexual or thinking you may like homosexuals?
Look, that touch Boosie right there. He like, God damn, nigga, what the fuck? He was just totally caught off guard by the question. You could just tell. I can't give 100% accuracy reading on, what Boosie's thinking, but the way he just came out and just said that shit, and it was like off guard, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, what the fuck? Like, you could tell I rubbed him the wrong way.
Nah, I'm straight as an arrow. I'm just saying,
I'm not saying you are, but why do you have? If you're straight, why do you?
I really commented on the Dwayne Wade situation because I got offended because it's a child. That's why I really got offended. And that's why I really said if it was a motherfucking 19-year-old, 18-year-old grown person, I probably would. I know I wouldn't have said nothing.
Why did you?
But
say
I felt like
I'm just saying, hey, I'm not judging you. Don't ever think I'm here judging you. I'm just trying to understand you.
Yeah.
And I got some demons. You ain't in my world when it comes to demons.
Yeah.
Okay, but just tell me why.
It was just like, I just...
that rubbed Boosie the wrong way, too. I mean, shit, if a nigga told me that, like, is like, he says he's not judging him, but at the same time, he's like, nigga, you don't... Nigga, your life isn't built like mine, basically. That's what this nigga is. He really just said that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm just breaking this shit down. He was like, nigga, you wouldn't even come close to the demons that I have, nigga. Like he's sonning this nigga, bro. Like, it's fucked up. Mo's just over there. MO3. I'm thinking the 3 is an E, but MO3 is just over there. Like, this nigga's just like, God damn.
I feel like a child.
Look, this nigga, look.
Ain't at 12 can't make that decision. I feel like that just...
That was the worst wingman ever. Like, but this shit is for 45 minutes. This, I think MO3 talked for like maybe 3 minutes, and that was it. This nigga, if like when a nigga is getting roasted at the lunch table, and then the other niggas over there like, man, hope these niggas don't roast me. That's how MO3 was. This is a funny ass interview, so I had to make a live on it. It was just so many uncomfortable points, uncomfortable moments for Boosie. So man, it was a rough interview.
Just how I feel.
Or a rough podcast.
And certain things I talk about.
It should have felt like an interview with these questions.
I just feel like that was going too far. I
agree with you.
You calling him or her, like that's just going too far. At 12 years old, it's like.
What? Check this out. I agree with you 100%, right? I agree with you, right? Me, I agree with you. But check this out. Who the fuck am I to say anything? We can't, what I think don't mean a motherfucking thing. You know what I mean? But I got a big ego. I think I'm somebody that can help the world.
That was it's just some funny ass points. He was like, Bootsy, I agree with you. I do, man. But what I think don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you say some shit and everybody against you, and then one person's like, man, I agree with you, man. I agree with you. And then you like, yes, man, a solid nigga I could fuck with. Then he be like, yeah, man, but what I say don't mean shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it brings you no validation on what the fuck you saying. So it's like you on one leg and shit. You holding a crutch, and that crutch you think you supposed to, this crutch is good support, and that shit just snap underneath you. You bust your ass. I'm just breaking this shit down, yo. That's why this shit is just crazy. The way you say things and how you say it, the wordplay on this is just something else, man. You know what I'm saying? I've never seen this in any other interview or podcast. You know what I'm saying? So it's just some crazy shit.
I'm like Tyson. You know what I mean? I created this fucking image of I am Mike Tyson, who I am, this, whatever people think I am, but I know I put some scary shit out there. I know it's out there, you know, because I'm afraid. That's what kind of man.
But, you know, as far as him sunning them, I would have said, yo, bro, watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would have came off that shit off the rip. Iron Mike, Muhammad Ali, Jesus Christ. I would have said, hey, man, watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, the way he even when he asked him, like, do you think, you know, because, you know, you're fascinated with homosexuals, da 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 da, I would say, yo, Mike, watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck all that, watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like, put some respect on my name. You dig? Like, straight off the jump. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing, man. For young men, like I said, depending on the area you're in, if a nigga come at you wrong or say, well, I don't know if he came at him wrong, because, you know, this is a podcast between two niggas. But if a nigga talk to you in that type of manner, depending on where you are, like if this nigga was in the hood and this was some hood shit, like you would have the fire on Mike. I'm just keeping it real. Or if you was in jail, you had the fire on that nigga. You know what I'm saying? No questions asked. You know what I'm saying? Like if he coming at you like that, you know, if you at the workplace, you know, it's something different. But if you was on the street or in a jailhouse or something, you had the fire on Mike. You know what I'm saying? And we all know Mike is a boxer. But to be honest, if he came at me like that, I said, Mike, watch your mouth. You know what I'm saying? And if I had to get my ass whooped, I just had to get my ass whooped. I'm just keeping it real. Whether it's Mike Tyson or somebody else. I'd take the ass whooping, but I'm not going to allow a nigga to say that. You know what I'm saying? Even when he comes at me like that, you know what I'm saying? I get my ass whooped, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get up. If you say it again, I'm going to say the same thing. I'm going to get my ass whooped again, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Until one of us die out this motherfucker. But it is what it is. But don't allow another man to question your manhood. You know what I'm saying? In that such a manner. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's like if a nigga was like, man, do you like booty hole? Like, nigga, what? Nigga, who the fuck you talking to? You know what I'm saying? And Boosie didn't correct him on that. You know what I'm saying? He didn't stand up on him on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Boosie background, but just for y'all young niggas, man, y'all gonna have to really like check shit like that. When you leave it unchecked, you know what I'm saying? Then it puts a bad mark on you. Which actually Mike Tyson said later on in the interview. Hopefully I'll get to him. I'm trying to skip past some of this. I'll make this video too damn long.
We know who we really are. We think we know who we are. You know, who the fuck are we to make a comment about somebody's life? Who are you? What happened to you that you think that you're somebody to make a comment on somebody's life? I used to think that I could make a comment on somebody's life.
My mama said the same thing. But
Yeah.
you know, she said, who am I to think I can make a comment about somebody else's child? But, you know.
Man, that's a good question, but Boosie really answered it wrong just for me. Because people make comments on people's lives all the time. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's the news, whether it's TMZ, whether it's a lawyer, whether it's a prosecutor, whether it's the police, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's going to have comments on your life, you know what I'm saying? No one really truly knows you when you're walking through life, but everybody's going to have a comment. Everybody's going to say who you are. Everybody's going to be, well, not everybody, but, you know, some people can be judgmental, some are not. But that's your right as a human being. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have freedom of speech. You know what I'm saying? Like, me, I allow, like, whatever people want to, you know, if people want to go say some shit in the comment section, in the inbox or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, either I can address it or not address it. You know what I'm saying? But all I say is just put respect on my name. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, in person. You know what I'm saying? Because in person it'd be a whole different story. But people can say whatever they want to say. You know what I'm saying? As long as it's mutual. You know what I'm saying? If somebody want to say something negative towards me, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to say, hey, you know, don't be saying that type stuff around me or with me or whatever. But if they choose to ignore it, they can still say whatever they want to say. but then I have the right to say whatever I want to say. You know what I'm saying? And you shouldn't be offended by what I'm going to say if I'm not going to be offended by what you say. You know what I'm saying? We all have the right of free speech. So we all have free will. You know what I'm saying? As a God-given right, we all have free will. So if somebody wanted to say whatever, then I should also have that same respect so I can say whatever. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of times people comment and say things and don't want you to say nothing back, which I believe that's 100% bullshit. You know what I'm saying? I allow somebody, if you want to say, like, if somebody wanted to come to me and say some racial slurs, that's fine. Say some racial slurs, you know what I'm saying? But don't be mad when I come back and get you in your feelings, you know what I'm saying, with whatever I say. You know what I'm saying? That's the messed up part. But you know what I'm saying? Continue on with this.
I said it and I stand on what I said.
Really?
Yeah, I said it. I said it.
He said, really?
I just feel like
You know what?
That's a
Myself,
12-year-old child.
I realize about myself, sometimes I can say, fuck, I'm wrong.
You mad?
Huh?
You mad?
Yeah, I'm married. And being married is a war, too.
Yeah, I never been mad.
But it's a war of love, you know?
Yeah.
See, Boosie tried to change the conversation right now.
Love is so inconceivable. It's free and it's all around us, but we think we have to pay for it. We think it's very difficult to have. We think if we don't do something great, like kill somebody for it, we can't receive it and buy it.
Do you ever feel like this, Mike? Like, since you a king, even though you married, like, if that's your soulmate, why can't, when you feel that way, my wife, I have to go get me another woman.
Tell me about this. Let me hear this. I like this.
My wife, I have to go get me another woman when I feel like that. You know, that's it. You gotta.
Mike got a little too excited when he said that.
The wives of the old, whatever my man want, you provide it.
I love this guy because I'm the same mentality.
You gotta cook, clean, whatever he want, you provide.
I have the same mentality, I agree.
That's just for the thrill.
I agree.
You know, I come home to you. That's just for the thrill. We gonna fuck this bitch together. This just love.
I know. Listen,
it's
right?
just love.
No, listen, right?
Like I couldn't control myself if I couldn't get my lust off in a marriage.
Nigga, I'm about to tell you something. Suppose your wife really, she did it because of you, but now she's getting at a stage where she doesn't like it anymore.
Right. That comes with a lot of threesomes I do.
What do you do?
With my, I bag off a little bit, then speed it back up. You know.
How do you feel about self-respect? Do you feel you have self-respect? And if you do, how do you feel self-respect is being a branch on yourself? How do you feel about self-respect? Do you know what self-respect is?
Explain it to me.
Huh?
Explain it to me.
I might have. Self-respect is the illusion of yourself. How do you feel about yourself? How do you feel you should be treated? How do you treat people?
Look. Mo put his head down. This nigga like, hell no.
With respect. I treat people with loyalty. Those who are loyal to me, who deserve respect.
It's just certain things that you gotta learn.
This is interesting.
It's just certain things you gotta learn during the interviews and podcast. Well, this is a podcast. I keep saying interview. It just felt like a goddamn interview. Let's just call it an interview. Fuck it. It's just certain things you have to learn when it comes to the media. You have to learn, word etiquette, and you have to learn a lot of things. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to, interviews and media, and I really haven't seen Boosie in a lot of interviews. You know what I'm saying? It's a skill you have to get. Or you have to practice, with a PR or whatever. And it's something you have to get. So when you go to interviews, you won't be tied up in the questions and tied up into, drama. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things when it comes to media. So to me, Boosie doesn't have that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe MO3 does. I'm not too sure. But MO3 is like, God damn, nigga, like, you know what I'm saying? I kind of felt bad for Boosie, man, because he's digging himself a hole. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, bro, but man, he could have got himself out of this situation. You know what I'm saying? He tried to change the topic up a couple times, but Mike kept bringing it back. You know what I'm saying? Like Mike is a boxer. You feel me? And he's using boxing techniques in this podcast. You know what I'm saying? And damn, just even look at Boosie's face. He's trying to break him down. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this was like a mental fight. You know what I'm saying? And with words, you know what I'm saying? So Mike Tyson is really getting in there and really trying to get to Boosie. You know what I'm saying? And Boosie even admitted it later on in the interview. But you really have to watch this. You know what I'm saying? Just
deserve respect.
Respect going how you what you do for me. That's what I go on my respect for. Like, what the fuck do you do for me to get respect? You know what I'm saying?
What do you do to him to get respect?
I'm there for him. His kids go to jail, I got him. I feed him. I bond him out. Anybody, you know, I'm there for him.
Do you expect something back from doing that?
No, I just want my niggas not to turn. Just don't flip on me. I'm gonna put us in position to get the money. I don't want them to flip.
Listen.
And a lot of times that shit came back and hunted me.
Listen, let me explain this to you. I'm older than you, right? I'm 54. You can't pay nobody not to flip. It's in their soul to flip. It's in their DNA to flip. They're not tough enough for this particular.
Yeah.
This is like me. I can't buy friends, nigga. I don't like myself, so I gotta buy somebody. I don't think somebody's gonna like who I am, so I hide who I am, and I pay people money. I see they like money. They like how I look. You know, they like the cars I drive, the houses I have. You know, I pay for that shit because I'm insecure. I'm afraid they won't like me. They know who I really am and the shit I really do or the shit I really like that might be weird to them.
Boosie is like, what, nigga? Because here's the thing. Here's what Mike Tyson is doing. Mike Tyson is using Boosie's words. He's putting Boosie's words to his own life. And he's basically saying, yeah, man, I have the same problem. You know what I'm saying? I have the same issues. And this is the way it makes me feel. So basically, in turn, this is how it makes you feel. He's doing this the whole interview. You know what I'm saying? He's just smashing on Boosie. Boosie is like, God damn, nigga, like, what the fuck?
I would like somebody to know who you really are. You want to tell them. You really want to tell people who you are, but something's holding you back. That's why you do it in such a crazy way. Like, I don't give a fuck. It's something you want people to know, but you don't like it about yourself, and you hope they don't judge you. You know, I miss who I am. I'm everything. I miss who the fuck I am, and I'm not ashamed of who I am. But it bothers me that I'm that way. Does that make sense? I'm not ashamed of who I am, but it bothers me that I'm that way.
Boosie like, what the fuck is he talking about?
That's just totally not what that is not about. I'm such a fucking contradiction and a lie to what I represent. That is, to what do I look like to former champ, and this is what former champ represents.
Bro, these niggas like, what?
Whatever manlyhood is from my fist. That's just who we are. America's that way. That's why I'm that way. We take what we want. America takes what they want, and that's the same toxic energy that guys that are immature and insecure we feed on. Toxic masculinity. To hide who I really am. Keep it real, nigga. We respect the niggas that are killing. So when we see them, we don't think of nothing negative to them because we want to be that in them. We want people to feel the way we feel to feel about us the way we feel about him. Fear.
Yeah.
We want people to fear us. I come from a place where I want fear. Look at my career. I thrived off of fear because I was afraid. I wanted people to fear me.
Yeah, you say you knew you was gonna beat him when you looked in his eyes. When you say you knew it was over when you looked in his eyes as soon as he got in the ring. I say, damn, Tyson had the motherfucker. He say when I looked in their eyes as soon as I got in the ring, I knew it.
Nah, brother, it's like prison. You know who's the bitch.
Yeah.
You know the bitch. You don't care how much muscles he have, how big he is, you know the bitch.
Yeah. Just like the yard.
Yeah, Boosie just like yeah, bro. Boosie really don't know what the fuck he talking about. To be honest.
Think that you ever have some kind of kindness to people and their feelings?
I guess
Can you ever apologize to somebody? Is there anybody you
yeah,
apologize to?
Yeah, I apologize to Dwayne Wade. You know, I ain't. You know, I meant what I said, but I ain't. You know, I shouldn't have said this shit about your child. But you know, I meant what I said. I just,
You have children?
Yeah.
How many?
8.
Ooh, me too. I have 8. 8 children. Shit. So when I was young, I was so in love with my dick. You know. Oh, you saw.
Boosie like, what the fuck? You already know, if you know Boosie, you know Boosie don't like no shit like that. I don't like no shit like that. I said, nigga, what? I would have I had to check his ass on that. I said, hey, yo, bro. Which I have done. I've checked niggas on that. Hold on. Hold on. I just wanted to see. Do Mike Tyson really have 8 kids? Damn, I guess Mike Tyson really do have 8 kids. Mike Tyson got a lot of kids. No, I don't think Mike Tyson got 8 kids. I don't know. I don't know about 8 kids, Mike. I don't know. I don't have time to look it up.
My dick when I was a kid. That's why I have 8 children.
That nigga like, I need something to smoke.
Oh, this is beautiful. It's just, you know what? It's just the blunt brings me back to fucking the beginning. I mean, there are people who don't smoke blunts, you know, much.
Yeah, we should.
But your fucking blunts just bring me back to like, fuck, thank you very much. Do you sell these shit? Are you in this business?
Nah, I'm trying to get in. I got a couple dudes trying to make me a couple strands and shit, but you know, my shit got a hit, Mike. You know. But I heard you got all them damn acres. I'm a marketing genius. We can make some money together.
I do a lot of good stuff. Know what would be even awesome marketing for you? If you were kind and considered people's feelings to be...
We brought that shit right back. Like I said, he brought that shit right back.
You gonna be my helper with that.
No, because I see you're worthy of that. You have to believe that you're worthy of that.
Yeah. You know, I got feelings, you know.
He tried to change the conversation. Mike Tyson was like, nah, I ain't changed the conversation.
You know, like, especially for the gay community. My tour manager gay. I got cousins who gay.
No.
You know,
listen, you love everybody.
Yeah.
See, that's the crazy part. Mike Tyson ain't say nothing about being gay. Brucey just bought that shit about the clear blue. He ain't say shit. He really ain't say shit about it. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna say what he's feeling or whatever. But I'm just pointing out highlights of the of this podcast. But Tyson ain't say shit about being gay, and Boosie himself just brought it up. So you know.
You just don't love yourself.
Sometimes.
You're a good man. No, I know you're a good man. You're like me. I'm a good man. You're a good man. You just have to believe you're a good man. You know, you don't have to make nobody happy. You don't have to kiss nobody's ass and stuff. But you have to let people know that you're a good man. And every time somebody makes you mad, that means they're your master. They control your emotion. They control your shit. How this motherfucker gonna make you feel a certain way? Because they may say you're a nigga. So how does somebody control your life and your emotions? You're not gonna live long. We're not living long. Human beings don't live long after that. Why do we want confrontation? When you look at a guy like me, if I didn't have confrontation, I was nobody. And if I beat everybody and I scared everybody to confront me, I'll find the enemy. I'll find somebody to fight. I'll fight myself. Because that's all I knew was fighting, confrontation, and chaos. I was addicted to chaos. That's what
This nigga just dozed off and shit.
Dick hard chaos. Ooh, if fucking I'm in the paper, I hit that nigga, I beat the reporter, I did this and that. I fucking paid $10 million to this fucking dickhead that never sold $40 in his life. And I did this and I just became an asshole because I was addicted to chaos. And people said, this is a crazy nigga. But I wasn't. It was like drugs. I was addicted to just being an asshole and getting in trouble and seeing my name being a loser and stuff. And just tearing yourself apart is just as much powerful as building yourself up. You know? I was the biggest thing in the world. Fuck you, nigga. You ain't shit, nigga. I know who you are. You got these white people fooled. You ain't shit, nigga. Your parents are pimps and poor. You nothing, nigga. You better sit on your knees. You better pray, motherfucker. You know, this fame shit is how the sky is high. Get away from life. But life keeps hitting you and you have to obey it. It just keeps hitting you, but you try to avoid it. You want to avoid life? Let me take your daughter away. Let me take your son away. When you gonna face life, man, so let me take your wife away. When you gonna face this shit, nigga, you bitch motherfucker? He looks at me and says, oh, this is my nigga, Mikey the best. Nigga, I'm not nobody to be proud of. And I know you say, yeah, we street nigga. No, nigga.
You're a legend to me.
No, nigga. Listen, you know, I respect that too, right? But listen, to be that, you know, nobody would want to go through what I went through to become that, whatever this stuff is, legend shit, whatever it is that make people want to say, hey, we love you, you're our God, whatever that stuff is, that is suffering. Yeah. Well, that is suffering, nigga. Making you bitter and trying to find a way to forget your pain and just enjoy the moment because death is very close and shit. We have to become, and not only that, we have to become friendly with death. We can't just wait for it to come. We have to be ready to accept it because then we're going to suffer. God's not going to take us if we're not willing to accept it. You ever think about that? You ever think about dying? No, dying with respect. I know you wanted to try it. Look, all that shit you did trying to kill yourself and you're still alive. That means that you have to change your life and reach your highest potential. It's in you, motherfucker. You're just afraid. Don't be afraid of then you to be a beautiful man in the world to respect you for your speed of development and being kind to yourself. We don't know how to be kind to us. I thought being kind to myself was fucking all the girls and buying a bunch of cars and cars and stuff in the house. I thought that was being nice to myself. Being nice to myself was just being grateful for what I had and not wanting anymore. What did I do? I lost all that shit and people stole and stuff. I didn't know what the fuck I wanted that stuff for. I was just taught that if you had that, your life would be changed. You would be happy if you had all that stuff. I didn't know happiness was in between my brain. I didn't know that. I thought happiness was things. You know, you got a lot of things. You don't seem pretty happy sometimes. You're really cantankerous. You know, when I used to have that shit, I used to be mean. I used to look at a nigga. I wish a nigga would take my shit. That way, just put me in that mood. Because I know what it's like to be beat up and taken shit from. I took shit from people. I used to know that world. And if somebody takes something from you, you're a bitch. If you see him around and you don't kill him. That's my world. If somebody takes something from you and they don't kill you, and you see him around and you don't do nothing, you're a bitch. Everybody, somebody may just kill you for that. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You don't deserve to live. That's the world I come from. Somebody else that don't even have nothing to do with this guy, you don't even know this guy, but you just know your situation. You say, we should kill that. We don't even deserve to live. Because somebody took something from you and you don't do nothing back, you're nothing in the world I'm from.
Yeah.
Can you believe that shit? I'm gonna kill you because you don't want to take your shit back or you don't want to confront him about your stuff that he took from you. That's just the way. That's the way. I guess anybody that did that has been taken advantage, been hurt, been manipulated, been sexually involved. And these guys are savages now. You know, this guy could have never been taken advantage. Nobody could have never done nothing to this guy. Every time people come in and see him in the neighborhood, they're afraid when they see him. And this guy, why he's that way? Because he's been abused. He's been hurt. So now he has to be the king of the fucking jungle so that won't happen again. Right? That's how it goes in our neighborhood, right?
That's how it is with me. Like I lost all my friends. Both of my best friends.
Why are you still here though? You never looked at it from that perspective. You never looked at why am I still here? That's why I said, why am I still here? Because I haven't reached my highest potential to be the best I possibly could be. And by being that sometimes alienate you away from people who loves you.
Boosie about to cry in the car.
Because we live in life, everybody wants confrontation. They think they don't, they think they're rational, they think they got the brain, they think they know everything. But what they want is confrontation, they want to fight. Because fighting is more important than making love. You know? That's just fight because I want to be right. That's what people's main objective. I want to be right. Being right is more important than being happy. You know, I want to be right. But me being right means I'm somebody special, I'm smart, because I'm right. I'm everything. And I want people to think I'm smart because I want to be in that crowd of smart people. I want to be accepted by them. the thugs. I act like an animal, so I want to be accepted by the animal crowd, the thug life crowd, whatever it may be. That's who I want to be accepted by, the way I conduct myself. I'm conscious of my preeminence because this is what I want to be accepted. I'm really conscious, and maybe more people are too. They think what they have to say means something. I have a voice, but not knowing that their voice can cost them their life.
He basically said Boosie is looking for acceptance, and Mike was like, "But what you saying can cost you your life and shit." So that's basically what he just said. Long ass rants.
They don't know what world they in. They come from a scholastic world. Now they're talking to people. They're going to confront somebody from a savage world. Does that make any sense? Should I say that again?
Mm-hmm.
Somebody from the scholastic world is going to confront somebody with. They're going to confront them with some stimulating feelings. Their opinion about the way this person is, and I'm from the scholastic world, and I'm going to confront this savage, and he's going to listen to what I have to say, and it's not going to turn out the way they want it. The way they believe in their mind is going to turn out. It's not going to turn out that way. I'm the savage. I'm not going to listen to this scholastic nigga. In my mind, they're inferior. Matter of fact, in my mind, my dark medieval mind, that's my slave. I could do what I want to them. They're inferior. And I'm a rational guy. But dark in my deep mind, I believe that I'm somebody superior to people. And for them to confront me from their world that's always been my enemy. That world, the scholastic world, has always been the enemy of the black people. We built those scholastic schools off our backs. And now they're going to use that weapon against us with our people. Our consciousness supersedes the education that our kids receive. And our kids believe that they're smarter than us. People need to study their enemies. Study is having feelings, not controlling, they have no emotional intelligence, and they just run into a situation. Like many times in my life, people believe that, hey, I'm going to confront Mike Tyson, and I'm going to let the world know that I'm not scared of him with that mentality. I'm from this world, and I'm going to confront that big, strong guy who thinks he's a bully. And they got fucked up. They went to the hospital. Because I'm ignorant, nigga. And that bad things happen, right? Bad things happen.
Boosie's like, what the fuck is he talking about?
It happens because we were both misinformed about life.
What happens in the aftermath of that?
I suffer.
Right.
Like I was saying, when they can control my emotions, they're my master. It's like when he controls people's emotions, that's why he does that. He gets response from he's their master. It feels good to control people.
He said that's what this nigga do. Boosie like he like, boy. Boosie face. You should have caught on to that, but I'm basically breaking it down. He said Boosie like control the people. That's why he said the things he say so he can feel good about himself. Boosie. This shit is crazy.
Yeah. That's the power. There's power in words. The people say that sticks and stones could break my bones, and all
The
that.
words will never hit me.
The words are everything.
Yeah.
That's
They
why-
are the sticks and
That's why
stones.
we are who we are, because of our words in our head.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
What's running through your head, Boosie?
I'm just Mike just putting me on all kind of game right now.
No.
It's just he making me eat.
He said, what you think about Boosie? How you feeling? How you feeling over there?
I love you. Why? Because when we talk about
Pussy like, what the
being
fuck?
hurt people, they beat us more, but we tell them who are in pain. Ain't nobody pain offend people because we don't know how to direct it.
You like, what the fuck?
They can comprehend it
Wait,
because
hold on, I can't get everybody reaction. Hold on.
Pain offend people because we don't know how to direct it.
Yo, that's the drink when you like, what the fuck is this nigga on right now? That's that drink right there, nigga.
They can comprehend it because it's nasty. That's offensive, but it's our pain. You know what I mean? And some people, how can he say that? How can he, how can he be so open like that? That is just something you don't tell people. You don't say that to people, but this is the world we live in. People don't want to hear about shit. Shit like that don't happen.
Hurt people.
Because they're hurt?
Yeah. Because that pain has to go somewhere. The pain and the fear. It's like you, Mike, with your boxing.
Oh, this nigga yarning over there. This nigga.
You emanated fear.
Because I was projecting how I felt.
Right.
I project how I felt.
Look. This nigga gotta take another drink. This nigga like, oh, shit.
We're all fear-based. Everybody. You react the way everybody does it because of fear. You know what I mean? But life is the willingness to die.
Because it's indirect, but it's direct to Boosie's situation. You know what I'm saying? They basically saying this nigga's hurt, so he gotta hurt other people, blah, blah, blah. They grilling this nigga. They grilling the nigga. That ain't smoke from the weed, that's smoke from Boosie, nigga. This nigga is in there cooking.
But die respectfully. Because you don't understand life, and life is driving you crazy. I want to die, fuck bitches, fuck homosexuals, fuck everybody. Because I don't understand men. Why am I feeling this way about them? I don't know them. And that's how it is. You don't know these people. You don't know. But why am I feeling that way?
He clowning this nigga, dog.
I can't control myself, nigga. I can't control myself. Everything else.
Well, he gotta take another drink.
Bitches,
this nigga got rubber. this nigga uncomfortable than a motherfucker.
My wife control me, and we like to give our powers up, but we never control ourselves. Especially niggas.
Look.
We're so accustomed to being slaves, so we give our power up. So who you gave your power to? Your wife, your woman, your homeboy. Who you gave your manager? Who you gave your power up to? Who thinks for you?
Explain it again.
Yeah.
This nigga don't even have an answer, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying, man. You just got to, like, this one, you know what I'm saying? This isn't like the Breakfast Club or anything, but, you know what I'm saying? He really got to think on some of these questions, you know what I'm saying? But some of these questions really just caught him off guard, you know what I'm saying? But, because, I mean, just from the two other interviews, two other podcasts I watched from Mike Tyson, the question wasn't even like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, this was the only one that was really, like, grilling the nigga. You know what I'm saying? So, Boosie's just trying to think of answers. He just really don't have these answers. You know what I'm saying? You got to have, a deep thought process when you do things in life. You know what I'm saying? That's why even with my live videos, there's deep thought behind it. So, even if I was in this situation, I give an answer right off the jump. You know what I'm saying? Even Waka Flocka's interview, there were similar questions, but Waka Flocka was able to, maneuver in there because, Waka Flocka is also a deep thinker. You know what I'm saying? Waka Flocka wanted to elevate himself in mentality and spirituality, so also physically. But you have to watch that interview to know what I'm talking about. But it was similar, but you know what I'm saying? When you know media, you know how to have interviews, you know how to communicate, you can easily jump out of these situations or, not even get into a deep pitfall of self-reflection. You don't want to have self-reflection on a podcast. You know what I'm saying? You want to already have self-reflection. So when you go on interviews or whatever, you already know what to say. You know what I'm saying? You've already went over this with yourself for 3 hours a day or every day. You know what I'm saying? You already know what you're going to say. Because you already know who you are. You know what I'm saying? So you really wouldn't even fall for this, but
manage your agent.
Because Boots is really uncomfortable.
You know, check this.
I don't have a man.
You have a guy, you go to us and say, hey, how my bills? Hey, how's that do? Hey, what about this? Can we go over here to Europe and take care of that? Hey, let's I saw an opening here for this oil ranch. Can we do this?
My personal assistant. My assistant.
Yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah, that's who I go to for this.
Really?
Yeah.
Listen, dig this, right? He's your assistant.
She.
So that was like a little quick thing right there. He said, well, who do you give your power to? Boosie, like, I don't really don't give my power to anybody. But then he was like, he brought up some things like, I should have played it a little bit more. But he brought up some things like, who's your assistant? You know? And then he said, he. So the wordplay right there is he's going to say, who has power over you? Then he said, he behind it. So Boosie had to correct him like, no, she. Because Boosie doesn't want, you know, it to be a thing where a man has power over him. He's going to say, nah, it's a she, female assistant.
She's your assistant. But she's your assistant, but she's your boss because she knows more about your life than you. So she can't be your assistant. She has to be more than your assistant. You just use that word to make yourself feel superior to her, but she's more superior to you because she controls your world.
Now, see, if that was a he, it would have been told different. You know, that wouldn't have sat with Boosie if he said he.
Well, listen, I want you to think you're a dumb nigga and I'm smarter than you and I'm teaching you, so I'm doing the same thing too. We don't know, the guys like us, check this out, right? Street niggas like us, right? You know why we have people around us, all these people, and we have a lot of girls around us and stuff constantly. Like, the other guys pretty much around him a lot, right? Tell the truth. A lot, right? Out of 24 hours of the day, how many of those hours are your crew around you and bitches and getting high?
Shit.
A lot, right? A lot. You know why? Because we can't live with ourselves. We can't live with our secrets alone. Just by ourselves in the room alone with our secrets.
See, he just fell for that one.
So this takes the time. We know what kind of niggas we are, nigga. No, we know who we are.
Look at Mel 3.
So this comforts us until you find out who you are and you accept who you are. Accept everything that happened to you and things you did to everybody else and accept who you are. You know? You might not be the kind of nigga, but it would be awesome if everybody you offended, you can go to them and say, hey, would you please forgive me? You know, that might be too much work for you, but that's what we
He said that might be too much work for you.
But
Damn.
There's no progress. You can't be sitting on our laurels, have all this chains and this shit. And I used to have all that stuff too, and then no, I had my shit cost 10, man. I had the baddest shit, no graft. You had the baddest.
See, he is just grilling these niggas. You know what I'm saying? He like, I can have all my chains and shit. And both of these niggas got on, I think, 2 big ass chains. I don't know how many chains Boosie got on, but I know I see one. But he got on 2 big chains too. So he's grilling Boosie, but this nigga is like a casualty. This nigga is like, this nigga's getting hit in the crossfire and shit about this shit. So, whoo, this is something else.
Shit. And then I looked at everybody else, and I wasn't happy. And then I looked at these poor ass motherfuckers in Africa or somewhere. It's nothing. They don't got nothing. They got to drink the fucking water, and they drink this water because give them some kind of diarrhea. You know the water got malaria, and all, but they know they're gonna die, and they still drink the water. But they're happy. They always smile, and they have nothing. They have nothing to take care of their teeth. They should have gingivitis, but they're poor and they got big bellies, but their teeth are so fucking white. Right? They're so starving. They have no food. They can't even cry. It's like crystals. There's no water in their tears. It's just crystal. You know, and but they're happy because they don't expect anything. Well, the shit you talked about, all that loud shit, is not gonna mean nothing no more. So before this happens, how do you make what is that? How do you make some kind of redemption with yourself? Fuck the world. Fuck people what they think with you. How do you get happiness and acceptance of yourself? Being who you are, what you hate about yourself, how do you accept that? How do you accept what you don't like about yourself and embrace it and say, I'm going to make me who I am, because it made you who you are, but you don't like that part. And if you got rid of that part, you wouldn't be Boosie no more. You'd be average, you'd be nothing.
Damn.
That's who I am. That's a part of me that I hate, but if I got rid of that part, I'd be nothing. So I learned to embrace it.
That's the most uncomfortable. That was an uncomfortable ass sip of water he had to take.
Shit.
Can you get rid of that boy?
No. The name of the game is to love it, to learn to love it.
But I'm asking, like, can you ever get rid of that boy?
No, that's why God gave it to you, because you have to be in tune with it.
People still gonna feel that way about you regardless, right?
No, it's not
That's
about
how I
no. Hey, check this out. It's the way that you
people
think.
still feel you iron. People remember, like you said, you on a different path. But
Now, if they see me, they know this is a different guy. That's not that guy no more. If we believe whatever we believe, if we're assholes or we're great, it's true. It's just what we believe.
You know how it's uncomfortable, and then you gotta sit up in the chair and shit. You know what I'm saying? See, it's all about it's a lot going on. You know, it's all about body posture. You know what I'm saying? Like these two niggas, they gotta sit up. You know what I'm saying? Like he's more laid back. You know what I'm saying? His body posture is more laid back. It's more relaxed. You know what I'm saying? He's comfortable in the situation. But Boosie, he's really uncomfortable in this situation. You know what I'm saying? MO3 is like, please don't pick me. You know what I'm saying? Mike Tyson is just aggressive and grilling the shit out of this nigga.
You will. You think you ever?
Well, this nigga laughing his ass off. Look.
I had to do a lot of amends and stuff. I had to go, ooh, whoa. So you don't have a woman?
no, I don't have a stable one.
You know why we have women and why men have women? To make us realize that we're men. You know? And, you know, you just need to think about yourself. Listen, I'm 54 and this is what I realize. And I mean, if a man's not intimidated with his wife or a little bit afraid of...
Hold on, I missed what he said. Hold on. My fault. I missed what he said.
No, I don't have a stable one.
You know why we have women and why men have women? To make...
That little lip curl right. I was looking at this lip curl right here because Boosie's like, you better not say no weird shit. That little lip curl right there. That's what I was looking at.
Just realize that we're men. You know? And, you know, you just need to think about yourself. Listen, I'm 54 and this is what I realize. And I mean, if a man's not intimidated with his wife or a little bit afraid, that means he's not living his life right. Or his partner, or her partner, whatever it is. Just if they're not like, if they're not a little bit intimidated or afraid, it's because they're not living their life right. And that's what I exist in. So we think like I'm an idiot.
How many times you been married, man?
All right, man. On that part, I have to disagree. I wish you would have went explanation like that a little bit more, because I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about when he says, "Man, I have no clue." He had to explain that shit some more. The cameraman fucked up for putting his ring up on it. This interview is really funny. They put I don't know if they purposely did it, but they put his ring up there. You know, it says "boss man," and they're coming at Boosie's manhood and shit. So the fact that he put his ring up there, like I said, it's a lot of psychological play. You know what I'm saying? So,
Free time?
Yeah.
like if I was in Psych 101 in college, you would have to play this podcast. Like you would have to play this. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of psychological shit. You know what I'm saying? Just the body motions, the word play. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of shit to pay attention to. The micro expressions. You know what I'm saying? Anybody that takes Psych 101 or took a psychology class, you would know what I'm talking about.
That's what you want. That's all we want. Every woman that we associate with, because they remind us of our mother, even
Right.
subconsciously. Yeah.
Right. Right.
She could be educated, but could not slip, but she had the personality, something about her. So I liked it anyway, because I was attracted to my mother, and you had that characteristic.
Right. My first love, I fell in love with her because if I got sick, she used to console me like my mother. She was the only motherfucker could heal me like my mother. And it would this ain't on no sick. This was just on some.
Listen, I know you said no sex, but know why it didn't work? Because of sex. You know what I mean? We look for our mother and our lover, but our mother could never be our lover because our lover would never love us like our mother. She's not in her. It's not in no woman to love us like our mother loved us. It's
These
not
niggas
in
don't
her.
know what the fuck he just said. I don't know what the fuck he just said.
People she fuck for you, bring in the money. It's not in her to love you like your mother loves you. Eventually she'll turn her back on you. Eventually she'll turn on you, nigga. You treat her like a dog, she turn on
love her
you.
like your mother loves you. That's the song.
Yeah, listen. Listen, hey.
It ain't in her to love her like your mother.
Hey. I listen to
Man, that's some real shit.
I listen to I look at my
That's
wife.
why you can't, man. That's why she could.
I look at my wife. They don't take shit. Listen.
Boosie is trying to get out the situation. MO3 is like, it's probably a hell of tension in this room, man. The tension probably is strong as fuck in this room. He trying to break this shit. Boosie trying to get out the situation. Mike like, hold on. MO3 is just like, please don't pick me.
Both my
Look, this nigga.
Hey, Mike, I gotta tell somebody that.
No, you ain't listen.
That's why, bro.
No, I'm gonna tell you something.
It wasn't in her to love her like my mama loved me.
That in her.
Yeah, it wasn't in her. It wasn't in her, man.
Know why? Because her survival, even though she does everything she does for you. Listen, everything she does for you is for her survival. Everything your mother do for you is for your survival. Now listen.
That's great.
Listen, can I tell you something? It's not over, nigga. Right? I just want you to know it's not over. You know? Boosie's not over. You got a lot of life worth living. You know, you gotta go to sleep. You gotta accept it. You gotta forgive yourself.
This is like the Ayana Fix My Life Tyson edition and shit.
No. Woman, hey, listen. You ain't gonna hear about a woman. You're gonna hear about yourself. Like, what power does she got that she's scaring you? Look, you a bad street nigga. Like, I don't want to hear about no woman. Nigga, that's life. We live in life and life. I don't want to hear. You done shot some niggas. I don't give no woman. I done shit. This is a killer, nigga. I don't want to hear about no woman, nigga.
No woman, all my.
Hold on. He said, Boosie, you a street nigga. Why you scared? Why you scared the love a woman, nigga? And you supposed to be the street hardcore nigga. You can't be scared to give your emotions to a woman and you a street nigga. Come on, man. He coming at this nigga heavy, bro.
I don't my love, dog. I don't give no one woman all my love and and she fuck it up, dog. Like,
nah, listen.
That ain't no good feeling. I happened with me when I was 14. And I've been.
The name of the game is to stop the trick where I'm going to stop these fucking dysfunctional relationships like my mother and father. It stops here. I'm the first of my family is going to stop here. We're going to marry till we die together.
Boosie, Mo.
Gonna change your life.
Hey, Mo, you don't smoke?
Nah,
Hey, Mo, let's talk about you, nigga. Where you come from?
That nigga like shit.
Pull that mic up, brother.
What year were you born?
1992.
He said, yeah, that's when I did prison time. I was 24.
Wait, hold on. Hold on, Booty like, yes. Get off of me.
So listen, man, what niggas in Dallas do? What do you do? Who's the first guy to come out there rapping with good shit? Who inspired you?
Shit, and Daily gonna have to be on me who I'm listening to, Lucha and Tom, Mr. Lucha and Tom. Like, that's who said as far as the street rap.
What does that mean? What does your jewelry and your teeth mean to you?
It's a trophy. I accomplished something. I ain't had nothing.
I love you for saying it. A lot of people don't like to say that.
It's a trophy. I ain't never got no medals or nothing, no school or nothing. So shit, after jail time and after all that, like I got me an AP, some VVS's.
You know, I used to always that's even to this day, like I wear really cool clothes, expensive clothes and stuff. And, I always do it subconsciously to hide, subconscious the way I feel about it. I use my interesting clothes to hide the way I feel about myself.
Yeah.
The way I dress is an illusion of who I am. None of us For instance, this is what I learned from my mentor. When you meet somebody, like right now, none of us are who we appear to be. Right now, none of us are who we are, really. Right now, we've been talking, we love each other, we crying, but none of us are who we are right now. Who we letting each other see right now. This is not who we are. I'm not this person when the lights are on and the camera's out and I'm by myself or whatever I'm doing. I'm not this person. I'm not doing that. Oh, fuck!
Who are you then, Mike?
Huh?
Who are you then?
Somebody y'all might not even like or want to be associated with.
Oh
You
shit!
feel scared?
Huh?
You feel scared
Yeah.
when you're alone?
It's like,
Yeah.
You feel contemplative?
I shouldn't be, listen, right?
Are you happy?
I'm extreme. I've learned to understand the concept of happiness. And happiness is just this moment.
Mm-hmm.
Right here. This is happiness. Right here. And it's gone. Ain't that some bullshit?
So when you won in the ring, you wouldn't have it after you won?
No. Now my conception of happiness now? No, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Listen, know what I've been my whole life? I've been a computer my whole life. I've been somebody, you say, Mike, you do this. I can't live on my own. Without cuss, I'll be dead. I couldn't live. I need somebody to give me instruction. What you need me to do? Who do you need me to hurt? I need that. I can't live my own life. I'm a fucking pimp and prostitute mentality. How am I gonna live my fucking life? How am I gonna do that? You tell me. How am I gonna live my life without somebody telling me? I just had the right guy to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
The guy that wants my best interest. He wants everything he told me to do, he would do it more.
Mm. Did you feel relieved after fights?
No, I felt relieved when I retired because I knew after fight I'm going to have to do it again.
Like after football games, I was relieved for that moment because it was the farthest away from another game I would ever be until I was
I
done.
understand that. I didn't like the concept. What did I think about my opponent? I didn't like what I thought about my opponent. Like now, from the way I think and live my life now, I didn't like the constantly what I felt about my opponent, the build up to really hate him and dislike him.
You created him into a fucking villain, your enemy.
Oh, listen. A lot of the things you didn't see, I wouldn't shake their hands. I would hit on their girlfriends or their wives. I was just, I was out of control, brother. I had no self-love and I showed it.
You're a computer.
Yeah.
You're programmed for destruction.
And listen, this is what I understand about my life. Oh, listen, like, everybody loves that guy. That guy I hate, and no one
Still.
that guy no more. And I'm this guy now because of that. I'm this guy right now because of the guy he came in. That's my nigga. I'm scared of that guy, Boosie. And that's my nigga, Mike, my nigga. No, you know me. You don't want it.
I sit and watch every fight.
Yeah, nigga.
I sit.
Not behind the lights or closed doors.
Well, it's like Mike when you...
Before one fight, my daddy won gambling and got us a new TV.
Yeah.
I remember. They wouldn't.
I know, nobody was like this guy.
They wasn't excited, bro.
You know?
Like Mike Tyson was Muhammad Ali wasn't from the hood. It was like Mike Tyson was our people.
Yeah.
It's like he was our.
The people's champion.
He was the.
Check this out.
It was different from Sugar Ray Leonard and all that other shit.
I know that too, but that guy that we love, right?
Well, hey guys, we gotta wrap this thing
We
up.
got another interview too, huh?
Yeah, but
I love talking. That's why I love
hey, I
talking.
appreciate you coming in,
I
man.
know, man. Yeah, I know.
I think the information is important. You gotta be
Boosie
kind
was
to each
relieved.
other.
That nigga
You
like,
got no
thank
chance like
God.
that.
We gotta be kind to ourselves.
Be kind to ourselves.
Kind to ourselves.
Absolutely, it starts with
How
him.
Boosie gonna be kind to people if he don't have a good feeling about himself?
That's the first step.
He's still chopping at
Boosie,
this
thank
nigga.
you.
That's all I love.
Mo, thank you. Mike, thank you.
No, thank you, brother. I'm very grateful that we all here together. We woke up this morning.
No doubt.
Be able to give our opinions to life that really, really don't fucking matter. But in our own ego-based life, we think we're somebody.
That's right. Until next time, everybody, this has been another episode of Hotbox, and I'm Evan Britton.
And I'm Mike Tyson.
I'm Boosie bad at
This nigga was like, phew, it's over. This nigga like, god damn.
We're out of here.
This nigga like,
Thank you.
shit.
Yeah.